Comment ça va, monsieur? Quoi de neuf? Merci d'être venu, hein? That is called Melodic Attraction. It's an original bit. Wrote it many years ago. That was when Nabucodonosor was still fatuto bianco. It's a little bit cold in the atelier aujourd'hui, as you can tell. But I just turned on the heat because I have to dry some paint. You see, I was at a vernissage last night, an art opening, as I like to say, up on Montmartre, behind Montmartre, the backside. You look up and you can see Sacré-Cœur up the street. Rue de Cave, it's called, at this gallery called Ecomusée, and which is, the proprietor is Jean-Marc. And my buddy Nella and my buddy Faustine and my new buddy Louise were showing there. And actually, I filmed a little documentary. I'm going to cut that together this evening and post it as soon as possible. And so they were having their thing, and then Gaetan was conducting a jam session. I was able to play a few songs on the acoustic guitar, accompanied by Alex on trumpet. That was fun. And eventually, so the deal is that this gallery, it's got 300 works of art up on the wall. It looks like it's an old restaurant or something. It's got this nice milieu on the ceiling, molding. You can see behind me, I've got some here at the atelier. And, but it's a typical restaurant around molding up on the ceiling there. And the layout is sort of like that. And actually, Jean-Marc, he lives there, so that's pretty cool. But he's got 300 works of art on the wall, and they're all 30 by 30 centimeters. And so he invited me. He says, hey, do you want to put some up? Or Nella, I think, kind of greased the wheels on that. Thanks, Nella. And so he says, okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. I'm like, dude, you know, I don't have anything that's 30 by 30, but I have begun. What I was doing was I was doing my yoga routine, yeah, and I glanced out the window, and there's I do these Paris rooftop series, and the image of this chimney stack on the building across the way sort of burned itself into my retinas. And so then when I was doing my push-ups or my downward dogs, whatever, I got this negative image in my mind. So instead of, so what I did was I sprayed up some pieces of paper with the coloration that I saw. It's something like this. Now, can you see that? So instead of the blue sky, it was inversed, and it became an orange sky. And instead of the chimneys being sort of beige, they became black. So I'm going to put in a silhouette of the chimneys down here. It's going to be rather quickly done. I did 4 of these, because I did 2 to begin with. And then, look at this happy little accident. Splotch of blue right on there. That's always handy. But I do like the contrast, so maybe that's going to be a Wabi Sabi effect, the beauty of imperfection, as the Japanese like to say. I think the word is Wabi Sabi, but I was talking with my woman, and neither of us thought that was the proper term, but I was just reading it in some philosophy book, or someone talking about Wabi Sabi is a composite of 2 interrelated aesthetic concepts, Wabi and Sabi, according to translated as subdued, austere beauty, while Sabi means rustic patina. Wabi Sabi is derived from the Buddhist teaching of the 3 marks of existence. What is Wabi Sabi? The elusive beauty of imperfection. Okay, so we're going to have that work for us. And so I ended up doing 4 of these, and we'll see if any of them turn out. I kind of like this one. You know, it's sunset-y looking, but it's also impressionist. And I like the big spattered paint there. It's kind of fun. And here's the last one, if anyone's curious. So I'm going to whip those out and see what happens. Oftentimes you find that the works of art that you can create most quickly are the most effective. I have this problem where I get really precious with my work, and it takes ages and ages and ages because I'm trying to be as perfectionist as possible, and it's not a good thing because you got to always be selling, always be delivering. Deliver those deliverables. Here's speaking of precious, finished putting this palimpsest paper collage on this one right here. See, I've got 4 layers of old paper there. Got some musical notation, some old French books with their yellowed and pages. Look at how dark these ones are down there. I like that, but it kind of mostly peeled off because of the canvas, I think, was a bit greasier, a little too slick. And it was the first layer, but whatever. Wabi Sabi. And then I got some blueprint type stuff, or diazotype, as I like to say. You can see it over here. Over here. Voila quoi. And I'm going to do one of my mythology-themed paintings on here. It's going to be a figure right here, a female form. And then there's going to be some spiky plants down here. See how that comes along. I'm going to try to plot that out this evening. See, my problem is I just keep giving myself more work. So anyway, we got a couple minutes to go. To sort of deal with this extra work, maybe we should engage in some philosophy. Eterno, vous préférez quoi? Le guitare zen ou le manuel de la guerrière de la lumière? Let's see. All I'm going to do is I'm going to open a page and see which one is a smaller. Okay, I like that. And this one. Okay, I'm going to read this one. I feel like I already read that one. Pacing. How you play within the tempo, that is pacing. Against a slow tempo, a certain guitar run may sound fast, while against a fast tempo, the same run would sound slow. Learn to think like a baseball pitcher who gets hitters out by changing speeds. After a series of slow pitches, excuse me, I'm dying of coof. After a series of slow pitches, a fastball looks that much faster. Know when to speed up and when to slow down. These are the dynamics of pacing. Timing is having a sense of the moment, a feel for exactly when to strike. The punchline, delivered a moment too soon or a moment too late, can kill a joke's impact. Oh yeah, I've got a new joke. Okay, I'll save it for next time. So it is with the notes in music. The difference between the exact right moment and the wrong moment can be the breadth of a baby's eyelash. Woo! Understand this, and you will understand timing. Quickness. If anything, Zen guitar prizes quickness over speed. Quickness is the speed of thought to action. It demands control. There is no feeling of haste in quickness. How often in conversation have we said after a verbal exchange, what I should have said was, that's called the pensée d'escalier. That means the thought of the stairwell. What I should have said was, it's the same as in playing guitar. When we're quick, thought and action happen simultaneously. Voilà quoi. Ciao for now. Bisous.